Greetings, I'm Shad coming at you from Atitlan Organics. Normally we're here in Sununa, but today we've taken a little trip, man. As you can see, we are in Quetzaltenango, Guatemala, also known as Xela. It's an amazing place to visit as a traveler. There's so much going on. There's lots of culture, amazing markets, amazing food, and all kinds of cool permaculture stuff going on as well. We got a lot of stuff to check out today. We're gonna meet up with my friend Juan Pablo, who's a market gardener, market farmer here in Xela. And we're also gonna be making some sweet, probiotic, homemade ginger beer with Juan Pablo. And we're gonna do a book review on Wild Fermentation by Sandor Katz. Bam! You know I like to start off by harvesting, but since there's not really any fruit trees right now, I'm gonna go harvest some street food from the sweet market that's right over there. Here we are in the urban market garden of Juan Pablo here in Xela, Guatemala. Over there behind that wall there's a city with cars and smog and all kinds of stuff, but right inside here we have a veritable paradise. So without further ado, I want to call out Juan Pablo. What up, Juan Pablo?
What up,
baby? Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers got a hug. What's going on, dude?
Good.
How you doing?
I'm happy you're here.
Well, usually I like to start off all our episodes with me harvesting, a little late harvesting, get some food on. So I was thinking we could just like mow down on your mulberry tree.
Yes, let's have some mulberries.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, dude. This is blowing up, man. How do you even take care of this mulberry? What are you doing with it?
We've actually done very little. We've planted it over a year and a half.
We're only a year and a half old?
Yeah, it struggled
Holy
a little
shit.
bit during the cold season. But for the last, at least most of this year, it's just
Blowing up.
blowing up. We've had mulberries all year round.
Xela is a lot higher altitude than where we are in Sununa and Lake Atitlan. And so colder weather plants like it here. Mulberry grows all over the world, but it really likes it here in Xela, especially likes it in Juan Pablo's little market garden. So even all these weeds here growing on the mulberry, it's not a big deal. We're just gonna rip them off and throw it to the chickens.
So these are some of the things we grow a lot of greens, for salads. We have a lot of cooking greens. We've got some colorful yellow chard, some kale. We grow a lot of arugula, which is not very common in Guatemala or Xela. We grow beets. We have some nice fig trees as well. Lots of radish, different varieties of herbs and plants. Most of the stuff we grow is sold to restaurants around Xela, and we also have 2 organic markets a month where we sell some of our products. Today I'm just harvesting a bit of basil for one of our restaurants.
Can I help you, Juan Pablo?
Yes, please, Chef. In this same corner, we've got a few other things growing. These are cranberry hibiscus.
Delicious.
And the green is, the leaf has such great flavor. It looks great in our bags of salad greens.
It looks a little better in our bags of salad greens. All right, so this is a great example of stacking functions. Juan Pablo's got a small loquat tree. This is the loquat tree, but it's not very big yet, so there's still a fair amount of sun, and so he has tomatoes vining up the branches of the tree. And look at those suckers, man. They're enormous, beautiful heirloom tomatoes growing on a fruit tree. Oh!
So these plants I actually brought the first cuttings from your farm. They're called sweet cucumber or melon cucumber. And they're actually really beautiful fruit. It grows in a bush. It's called a cucumber, but I think it's actually more related to a tomato.
But it tastes like neither.
It tastes like neither. If you eat them kind of green, they'll taste like a cucumber, but if you wait and they mature, they'll get a little orange, and they taste like melons.
Heck yeah.
It'll blow your mind.
I like to eat them like this. They taste like an apple cucumber. It tastes like an apple meets a cucumber, and it feels like it too. It's like. You hear that crunch? What's nice about this plant, it never gets much bigger. It stays low on the ground. It's a good ground cover. It produces fruit on the ground pretty much year round. And you can
very easy to propagate.
Yeah, you can grow it just by sticking that in the ground. Stick it in the ground and you got sweet cucumbers like 6 months later.
We've almost maxed out all of this available land on this plot, and in order to be able to produce more, we started growing lettuce in these sacks, and so we're planting around 50 seedlings of lettuce per sack.
50 per sack?
50 per sack, and we planted some onions on the top.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this sort of thing and these bags, like, great for urban settings, great solutions. You know, if you don't have land, you can do this on concrete. You can find any sort of container, recycling. One thing I love about gardeners, you find gardeners everywhere, they reuse shit. It's like, think that someone else has, it's like, oh, it's just trash, and the gardener walks in, like,
exactly.
Yo, can I take that, dude? Like, for real, why you want that? Well, dude, I'm gonna use it in my garden. Well, as admirable as it is, we didn't come all the way to Shayla just to admire your garden.
No, we did not.
What did we come to?
We are here to make ginger beer.
Making ginger beer. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
Bam. Yo, what up? Here we are in Juan Pablo's house in Shayla. What's going on, Juan Pablo?
Hey man, excited to make some ginger beer.
That's what up. So what do we got here?
We've got all our ingredients. We have a pound of ginger.
1 pound of ginger.
4 pounds of panela.
4 pounds panela. And if you were using honey, we might say 2 liters of honey.
Our bacteria that we started about a week ago.
In the industry, we call this the ginger bug.
And 6 limes.
6 limes. And we're gonna even see how we fed our ginger bug. We'll see that process right now. You know, we grate up some ginger and we add some sugar. What we're gonna do after that is chop this shit up. And we got a couple of other people here to help us.
Martín.
Emocionado para hacer un poco de cerveza de jengibre. Qué bueno. Let's do it. Bam. Thanks, Juan Pablo, man, for having us, dude. It's been a sweet time. Got to see some Shayla. Got to check out your farm, man. The farm actually is popping off. Salud. Con mucho.
Bam!
Bam! So we just got back from Shayla. Sad to leave Juan Pablo's sweet garden, but really happy to be back at the lake here in Sununa. Super tranquilo. Got these ginger beers. I threw them in the fridge yesterday. It's been about a week. So let's try it out. I'm gonna pour it right in there. Let's see how this tastes. Damn. Alright, and that brings us to our book review. What up? I got one of the best books. It's kind of like the Bible of fermentation. It's called Wild Fermentation by Sandor Katz. It's a super sweet book. There's several other ones that are highly recommended, but this is probably my favorite fermentation book. It's small, but don't let that trick you. It's full of tons of recipes. Ginger beer, kombucha, sourdough breads, dairy ferments, all kinds of stuff. It inspires people to get into the kitchen, start doing it, And I just want to read a little word from the author himself. He says, "This book is my song of praise and devotion to fermentation. For me, fermentation is a health regime, a gourmet art, a multicultural adventure, a form of activism, and a spiritual path, all rolled into one." I think that says it best. Fermentation fits super perfectly into permaculture, into the whole new story that we're trying to weave together here. Check it out if you want to know how to get some live food into your belly. I thought you guys left. What are you still doing here? Well, anyway, if you like the vlog, you like what we're doing, you want to learn more, subscribe to our Mildly Famous YouTube channel.